All right, a tree, but what's the point? And water. You've shown me this before. Where the fuck is it? Don't you dare. I can feel it. I'm trying to see if I know where it is. I don't. I remembered. I stay focused on what I'm doing right now because it distracts me from my problems, which allows me to properly solve them. All right, let me see if I can do this off the top of my head. Overall, it's been a good day. It's later in the day now. Still the full moon. I've been going down my list one by one, trying to manage and juggle, and it's hard because a lot of it is this, and I gotta rest. Things are happening. I mean, it's getting there. It's little by little. This is the worst of it down here right now. This and removing stuff from the walls. I've gotten boxed up and organized, which was the plan, and there's plenty of time left in the day. I'm sure when I'm done with this that I can go up and start moving the spirit room, that will not be terrible. It seems like a lot, but I know that it's gonna pack up easy. In fact, I set it up that way on purpose. In fact, that's an observation again I made today. It always looks worse than it is. Like standing back, whether it's a project, a task, a date, an event, a conversation, a confrontation, whatever it might be, it always looks worse than it is. This was the perfect example. I let the whole rest of the downstairs vomit all over this space. It looked terrible down here, right? But it has not taken much to get sorted through it and be getting the job done. You know, I've been talking about, like, there's advantages, there's good to everything. I've stated that one of the goods to come out of this, as far as I can see, is that certain areas of my life are getting cleaned up and organized. Like, I'm going through this, and legit, my life as a whole is going to be more organized and functional than it's been in like 20 years. I've never been in a space where I could let everything just kind of expand so that everything could find each other. All the things that belong together could find each other. And that's happened, and now it's getting boxed up and it's all going back with each other. I'll take that. Raking to the car. See what happens. I'm giving it time to sit. I asked it to just give me some time to finish this move and make some other arrangements while I continue to try to figure out how to get this van. Hopefully some force in the universe will comply with that. This is my tequila bottle family. Here we have Mom and Dad and Grandpa and Grandma, the kids, crazy cousin Eddie, and the drunk dog. You could only see just how much dead space actually exists on these videos as I piddle around and do stuff. I could never work with film. The studio would not like me very much. One of my favorite presents from the girls ever. I've been thinking about things, and I realized that Daemon has kind of been around the last few days, making his presence known, 333, all sorts of other things. And then I got to thinking about the course of things lately, like the car. And I was like, man, this is all so his MO. The whole thing is, he deludes you into thinking things are going your way and you are getting what you want, only to inevitably break it all down and tear it all away. And if you think about it, that's exactly what this whole journey has been. I can go, if this is the end, then I can go all the way back to the beginning and how it just seemed like this house was right and things were going to be good, and it's been trial and tribulation ever since, only to come to a point where I was helpless to do anything or stop anything or save my home. So, and then I thought, but maybe the challenges just keep getting harder because I keep getting stronger. And the whole point, the Job Initiative, is to test your faith. How much can he take? Where does faith draw the line and humanness take over? I'd like to think that he's going to have a hard time breaking me of my faith. I have certainly earned it in my years. I worked hard for it. But of course, such a thought would simply be ego, and then I'd lose. Greater the trials, the greater the reward. I'm really just trying to take this in stride. My daughter and the cat are taken care of. Beyond that, there is absolutely not a part of anything that is worth getting attached to. People are so disturbed by the idea of me living in my car, even temporarily, and I really don't understand why. I'm not. I don't like the idea, but I'm not concerned about my health, my stability, my future, nothing. It's just what it is. I saw that's what it was gonna be, and I have initiated a plan to make it go as easily and smoothly as possible, while trying to achieve as much as I can along the way. Of course, the car is throwing a big glitch in all of my plans at the moment. And if God has something else in store, something else will make itself apparent and available just in time. Everybody all worried about the end. We haven't even really gotten moving yet. This coming week is when we start moving and dealing.